Today, we dive into what is destined to be one of the most shocking episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful, a storyline filled with scandal, betrayal, old wounds, and new tensions, all exploding under the glamorous curtain of Forrester Creations' most anticipated fashion event of the year. As gorgeous gowns strut down the runway, relationships are revealed backstage, long-held secrets threaten to surface, and a potential bombshell threatens the lives of Steffi, Liam, Bill, and Kelly. The Thursday, April 24th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful is more than just a normal day at the office. It's a chaotic convergence. A meticulously stitched celebration on the runway unfolds as past sins and present doubts converge, drawing in iconic characters like Brooke Logan, Taylor Hayes, Ridge Forrester, and the ever-divisive dollar Bill Spencer. With celebrity guest appearances, crossovers from the young and the restless, and a fashion show that promises to be a smash hit, it's behind the curtain where the fireworks really explode. What's at stake? A dangerously delicate question. Is Liam really Kelly's biological father, or has Steffi Forrester been hiding a secret that could change the lives of many forever? Let's explore the entire moment, from the echoes of a shocking betrayal to the explosive tensions behind the scenes and the fallout that's only just begun. Steffi's past mistake resurfaces, a forgotten romance with Bill. As longtime fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will recall, one of the most complicated and morally contentious moments in Steffi Forrester's history was her affair with Bill Spencer, then her father-in-law and the biological father of her husband, Liam. The betrayal devastated Liam at the time, and though he eventually reconciled with Steffi for the sake of their unborn daughter, the shadow of that deception never truly went away. Now, years later, that shadow has become a brewing storm. The paternity issue has been resolved through a DNA test that confirmed Liam as the biological father of baby Kelly. However, the show is now reminding viewers of a detail that was long buried: the biological closeness between father and son. Liam and Bill have strikingly similar DNA profiles, meaning the margin of error in the testing is slim, uncomfortably slim. And with just one misstep or a manipulated result, the test could easily point in the wrong direction. What if the test is faulty? What if the daughter Liam is raising isn't his? The growing suspicion, Steffi's quiet panic. Steffi has lived her entire life with the assumption, or at least the hopeful illusion, that the past can be buried. But now, with Liam's tragic death still fresh and Kelly's entire future still uncertain, a new wave of scrutiny and guilt is crashing down on her. The idea that Bill Spencer could be Kelly's father isn't just a theoretical fear. It's a possibility that could shatter every emotional foundation Steffi has tried to maintain. If the truth is revealed, not only will Kelly's identity be destabilized, but Steffi herself will be forced to relive her greatest shame. Finn, who has stepped up to be Kelly's legal father and emotional support, has no idea about this potential deception. And if the truth is confirmed, if DNA shows Bill, not Liam, is Kelly's father, it could sever the trust between him and Steffi forever. And what about Bill? He made no attempt to claim that he was Kelly's father, despite accepting Liam's paternity. But if he found out that Kelly was his biological daughter, what would he do? Would he accept being a father for a fourth time? Or would he collapse, causing havoc as only Dollar Bill can? The internet exploded. Fans debated the paternity change. As with any change in the world of soap operas, the revelation of a potential paternity error sparked a backlash across the fanbase. Social media forums became battlegrounds for speculation, nostalgia, and mourning. One fan poignantly wrote, "Is Kelly Liam's daughter or his half-sister? I don't know if I want this storyline. If they actually kill Liam like this, it breaks my heart. He's been a good guy for years. The show would be worse without him." Others focused on Bill's tumultuous history as a father, noting that he has fathered 3 sons, Liam, Wyatt, and Will, without demonstrating any lasting maturity. Bill has proven that he doesn't care about his grandchild's mother, or even his grandchild. He lets kidnappers go free. He manipulates people. He's not a father figure. Kelly belongs to Liam, no matter what DNA says, another viewer commented. And another noted, at least Finn is still a steadfast, loving person. If anyone deserves to raise Kelly now, it's him. While questions about paternity still loom, Forrester Creations is set to host one of its most glamorous events in recent memory. A couture show that will showcase the latest designs from the legendary Eric Forrester and the next generation of creatives. It's not just a fashion show, it's a revival of legacy, a showcase of Forrester's brilliance, and a celebration of survival after years of corporate and personal turmoil. Real-life celebrities Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag have added star power to the guest list, mingling with Steffi, a young Will Spencer, and a host of influencers, journalists, and trendsetters. TikTok sensation Markel Washington is also in attendance, documenting behind-the-scenes moments and runway highlights for his millions of followers. And in a fascinating crossover, Christine Blair, Laura Lee Bell. Of the young and the restless travels from Genoa City to Los Angeles to support her longtime friend Eric Forrester. The fashion show is sure to be one of BNB's most memorable and lavish spectacles. But while the runway sparkles, the backstage threatens to collapse. As the house lights dim and the models prepare to walk the runway, chaos erupts behind the scenes as Taylor Hayes confronts Brooke Logan in a confrontation that quickly turns explosive. The cause? Ridge, of course. His heart has always been the fault line between these two iconic women. As Ridge once again wavers between loyalty and desire, Taylor decides she's had enough. She storms into Brooke's prep room, slamming the door behind her so hard that it jams, trapping the two women inside just as the show begins. What began as an argument quickly turned into a war of words. Brooke, ever the dramatic, accused Taylor of deliberately locking her out to ruin her public image. Taylor insisted it was an accident, but didn't back down from her own criticism. You always need attention, Brooke. Even when it's not yours. And you always need a man to justify your existence, Taylor. At least you're honest about that. Insults flew. Tensions rose. And all the while, the fashion show continued without its host and star co-designer. When Ridge finally realized that both women were missing, he sent security to find them. But when the doors finally opened, the sight of Brooke and Taylor disheveled and panting only added to the gossip and humiliation. Aftermath and future, what does this leave everyone with? When the dust settled, nothing was resolved. If anything, the conflict only deepened. Steffi now carries the unbearable burden of a paternity lie that could change her daughter's life forever. Finn has no idea that the child he legally adopted may not be the biological son of his wife's deceased ex-husband. Bill stands on the brink of another paternity scandal that could redefine his legacy. Brooke and Taylor, once again at odds, are reminded that Ridge is still a man who could never truly choose between them. And above all, the question of when the truth will be revealed, how much damage will it cause? And is there any way to survive it once it is revealed? The events of April 24th, 2025 are more than just another dramatic day in Los Angeles. They mark a turning point. For Forrester Creations, for the Spencer family, for the legacy of Logan and Hayes, and for Kelly, a child whose future hinges on a single test that may have gone wrong from the start. The bold and the beautiful thrives on stories that delve into identity, love, betrayal, and redemption. This story could redefine everything. Follow along as we continue to cover every twist, every revelation, and every heartbreak. Because if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that the truth can never stay buried for long in Los Angeles.